All right, here we go. Back again. We've got hold on, gotta fix my headphones here. All right, 8 teams left. Our first matchup, we've got Las Vegas and Denver. Division rivals. Denver wins the season series 8-4. But Las Vegas has been pretty hot. Just knocked off New York, and they finished the season strong to get into the postseason. So we'll see if they can make it a competitive series against the 4-time Ice Conference champion in the Denver Dynamite. Carolina and Rochester, dubbed the Battle of the Mikes. Carolina won the season series 4-0 between these two teams. But we're going to be in Rochester for the home field advantage. On the Fire Conference side, we've got Milwaukee with the upset win in round 1. They're going to face division rivals Kansas City. This was pretty even in the regular season, 7-5 in favor of the Scouts. And OKC and San Antonio will match up. OKC winning the season series 3-1. And San Antonio well rested after sweeping the Paddlers. All right, let's get underway. Las Vegas strikes first. Jonathan Vega, solo home run. 3rd home run of the postseason for Vega. And Las Vegas has bashed a shitload of home runs in this off season so far. Definitely is what carried them over New York in game 6 and 7. Las Vegas strikes first. Jonathan Vega, solo home run. But the Denver Machine's ready. Bottom of the first, Matt Barreleza, 3-run home run. And they're on top quickly in that game. Josh Stroud starts the scoring for San Antonio. Singles in Kuro Iwa. It's 1-0 the first. And a 2-run homer by William Zoll. The veteran catcher gives the Reapers the early lead in the second. We've got Kilby versus Batchelder in the Kansas City-Milwaukee game. That's scoreless and hitless in the third inning right now. San Antonio gets another run with a Curtis Leggett solo home run. It's now 2-0 that game. And Denver opening it up here early in the second inning. Kevin Porter sac fly. Corredora 2-run homer. It's 6-1. San Antonio adds 2 more in the third. Kuro Iwa doubles. Stroud grounds into a double play. It's 4-0. And Kansas City strikes first. In that game, it's 1-0. Rick Slusser singles in Rojo. Vince Hernandez, 3-run homer for the Reapers. And they're up 5-0 on Rochester here in the fourth. Donaldson, a 2-run homer. We've talked about the crazy season he's had. It's now 6-0 in that game. So a couple of lopsided scores early. Vince Hernandez, 3-run homer for the Reapers. They're up 5-0 on Rochester here in the fourth. Donaldson, a 2-run homer. Velasquez singles in Cordova. 2-0 Scouts. And Barreleza gets another RBI, fourth of the game. As he hits a sacrifice fly to score Wilder. We got some kind of record in San Antonio. Ryan Tasso singles in Kuro Iwa. I think it's probably a postseason record for doubles. It looks like Kuro Iwa has 3 doubles now, 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. So Ernie Huth grounds out another run across. It's 8-0 in that game, and the Rochester North Stars from 5-0. It's now 5-4 on a sacrifice fly and 3 singles. So small balling their way back into the game in the fifth. Kansas City extends the lead in the sixth. 2-run single and a double. It's now 5-0. And another run for the Dynamite. Dan Oakes singles in Doherty. It's 8-1 in that game. 2-run homer from Milwaukee, and they're on the board. Brock Davis. The Rochester North Stars tied up. Chris McLeod singles in Hoffman. It's 5-5. And make it 4 for 4 with 4 doubles now for Kuro Iwa. That will set the San Antonio record. I'm sure the other one tied the record. That sets the record. And probably approaching the postseason record, I'd have to imagine. As San Antonio runs away with game 1 here. Speaking of running away with game 1, Denver 13, Las Vegas 1. If we thought Denver wasn't going to be ready, we were wrong. Corredora with a 3-run homer, second of the game. That was 5 RBIs, 3 extra base hits. And Rochester moved on top. I don't know if I saw that. Wild pitch scores Thomas. So from 5-0 down, up 6-5 now. Bottom of the 8th. So 3 outs left for Carolina in game 1 to try to avoid blowing a 5-run lead. Last 3 outs for the Mobsters, down 5-2 in the 9th. Wild pitch scores Thomas. So from 5-0 down, up 6-5 now. Bottom of the 8th. It's a final in San Antonio, 9-0 dominant victory in game 1. Carolina's Vince Hernandez with a 2-run homer with nobody out in the 9th inning. And they flip the score on Rochester late. Let's see if it's enough to steal game 1 on the road. They're not done yet. Man on second, intentional walk. First and second, 1 out. Kansas City wraps up game 1. Vince Hernandez with a 2-run homer with nobody out in the 9th inning. And they flip with a 5-2 victory. Bases loaded now for Carolina, but 2 down. They're not done yet. Man on second, intentional walk. First and second, 1 out. Kansas City wraps up game 1. 5-2 victory. Last 3 outs here for the North Stars. Paulo Corredora, 3-run homer, 3rd homer of the game, 5th hit of the game. All sorts of Denver records being set here in Game 1. We'll have to take a look and see what that's all about. We'll check the Kansas City game, San Antonio game as well to check that record. But 17-1 in the 9th inning. High Rollers are hoping that they're spending it all here in Game 1. And Carolina holds on with the comeback win in the 9th. 7-6. Paul Hassett gets the save, second of the postseason. And it's a final. Denver takes Game 1. Let's take a look here at the record. So Kuro Iwa ties the Fire Conference record with doubles with 4, and then he sets it. He's now the Fire Conference record holder for doubles in a game with 4. So congratulations to Kuro Iwa. Taking a look at the Denver record. Sykes injured pitching. Paulo Corredora ties the Ice Conference record with hits for 5. Ties the Ice Conference record with home runs for 3. Ties the Ice Conference playoff game record with runs for 4. And then sets the Ice Conference playoff game record with 8 RBIs. So what a fucking game for Paulo Corredora. On to Game 2. Brian Marlin's solo home run gets the Outlaws on the board first. First run of the Divisional Championship Series after getting shut out in Game 1. Dave Schaefer with a solo home run. I feel like he's one of the more clutch postseason players active in the TBL today. And Denver striking early again in Game 2. Berlaza doubles in Porter. Gooch doubles in Berlaza. It's 2-0. KC strikes first on a sac fly in the first. 1-0. Rick Slusser brings in Rojo. Solo home run for Matt Sullivan. Make it 2-0 now in the second for the Scouts. KC strikes first on a sac fly in the first. 1-0. Rick Slusser brings in Rojo. Solo home run for Matt Sullivan. Dan Oakes, 2-run homer. 4-0 Denver. Bob Donaldson solo home run ties the game in the second. Corredora, 2-run homer, 4th of the series already. 6-0 Denver. Danny Rodriguez gets the Reapers on the board. It's now 1-1 in the 4th. Corredora, 2-run homer, 4th of the series already. Matt Teams, solo home run for the North Stars. They regain the lead in the bottom half of the inning, 2-1. Matt Teams, solo home run for the North Stars. They regain the lead in the bottom half of the inning, 2-1. And And that Scouts pitching staff with the dominant starters. Arturo Rivera, everybody knows his name. He's now hitless, held Milwaukee hitless through 5, pitching really well. Scouts pitching staff with the dominant. He's not the only one. Tim Elizalde for Denver, 5 innings pitched, just 1 hit given up so far. First hit of the game for Milwaukee. They're threatening 2nd and 3rd. So Nam Lee grounds out. Kansas City keeps that lead as we go to the bottom half. High rollers on the board. Big 3-run homer for Christian Laredo. Cuts the lead in half. It's now 6-3. William Zoll, 2nd home run of the series. Carolina ties it up in the 7th, 2-2. Big 3-run homer for Christian Laredo. Cuts the lead in half. It's now 6-3. William Zoll, 2nd home run of the series. Carolina ties it up in the 7th, 2-2. Josh McDermott's solo home run. Kansas City gets an insurance run. It's now 3-0 in that game. As Rivera continues, actually looks like Rivera may be out of this game now. 6.1 innings pitched. McDermott's solo home run. Kansas City gets an insurance run. It's now 3-0 in that game. Rivera continues, actually looks like Rivera may be out of this game now. 6.1 innings pitched. Danny Rodriguez, 2-run homer, 2nd of the game. And that gives Carolina a late 4-2 lead. North Stars bullpen struggling here in the series early on. They're facing a possible 2-0 deficit going back to Carolina. They want to try to get some runs here, obviously. It's a final in Kansas City. Shutout, 3-0 over Milwaukee. I'm realizing I forgot to start Stats Plus, so that should spit through here in a second. Ryan Tasso's solo home run in the 8th, and the Chili Spicantes take the 2-1 lead late. And Carolina holds on for the 4-2 win. They have the 2-0 series lead headed back home. Got to be feeling good about that. Last chance for Las Vegas. Down to their final out. A more respectable outcome versus Denver, but still a loss. And they trail 2-0 as they head back home to Las Vegas. Tying run on for OKC, but 2 outs in the 9th. Let's see if they have anything under their sleeve. Lopez walks, so tying run at 2nd for Villarreal. He reaches on an error. That's not good. Brian Marlin with the bases loaded. Would you want anybody else up? He ties it. He walks on 4 pitches. And the Outlaws trying to force extra innings. Now 2-2. He reaches on an error. That's not good. Brian Marlin with the bases loaded. Would you want anybody else up? He ties it. He walks on 4 pitches. And the Outlaws trying to force extra innings. Leadoff single by Huth in the 9th. Lothar strikes out swinging. Donaldson strikes out swinging. It's up to Leggett. And he strikes out. So after the leadoff single, strike out the side. Into the extras we go. Josh Stroud walks to lead off the 11th. Looks like a new pitcher in there for the Outlaws. It's going to be Scott Moore. Lothar walks with 2 outs. Tying run on second, but Donaldson flies out. On to the 12th we go. Lothar walks with 2 outs. Tying run on second, but Donaldson flies out. On to the 12th we go. 1 out single by Fleshman, and then a ground out. It's going to force a pitching change. Felon coming into the game, and he gets Cuffey. Bottom of the 12th. Moore strikes out the side. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings coming in relief. Huge performance. 1 out base runner. 2 quick outs, and bottom of the 13th we go. New pitcher now. It's going to be White. Danny White. 2 out double and a walk, but Lothar flies out. One, two, three, go the Outlaws in the 14th. Donaldson will lead it off in the bottom half for San Antonio. He walks. Leggett up at the plate, 0 for 5 so far. Pops out. Donaldson steals second, grounds out by Young, but Kuroiwa strikes out swinging, and we go to the 15th inning. Todd Gagnon walks to lead things off. There's a strikeout. I don't know what the record is. Looks like there's a record for OKC. We'll check that out after the game. Chris Lane singles in Gagnon and breaks the tie. It's 3-2 in the 15th now. They had second and third with 2 out, but Luke Davis grounds out. So, Chili's Picantes, let's see if they can respond in the bottom half. Tassos is going to lead things off. White still on the mound. He gets him, grounds out. Lucas at the plate. Strikes out looking. Marulanda. And he's out. So OKC gets the road victory in 15 innings, and they tie the series up 1-1. And Dylan Cuffey ties the Fire Conference playoff extra inning games record with strikeouts for 5. Not really the type of record you want, I suppose. Game number 3. We've got a couple 2-0 series leads. Kansas City and Denver winning both games at home. Carolina winning both games on the road. And then San Antonio, OKC splitting. So, let's see if the home teams can get anything going here in Las Vegas and Milwaukee. And let's see if Rochester can get back in the series here on the road. We've seen a lot of series in TBL history where the road teams seem to win every game. Not all the time, but, it happens. So, I wouldn't say they're out of it yet. But obviously, crucial Game 3s for Milwaukee, Las Vegas, and Rochester. We've seen a lot of series in TBL history where the road teams seem to win every game. Not all the time, but, happens. So, I wouldn't say they're out of it yet. But obviously, crucial Game 3s. Luis Velasquez doubles in Schnakey, and KC's on the board first. Ryan Tassos doubles in Kiro Iwa. And that'll get the Chili's Picantes on the board first, so a couple road teams jumping out to the early lead. Luis Velasquez doubles in Schnakey, and KC's on the board first. Ryan Tassos doubles in Kiro Iwa. And that'll get the Chili's Picantes on the board first, so a couple road teams early lead. Adam Ferdinando leaves the game with an injury. We'll have to check that one out for Las Vegas. Ferdinando leaves the game with an injury. We'll have to check that one out for Las Vegas. So a home run for Schnakey. It's now 2-0 Scouts. Two-run single for Jose Aguiar. I thought that was an L. It's an I. Singles in Mandic, and Thomas. 2-0. Dan Sheridan doubles in Bassett and Malley. And then Ramon Rosario singles. So the High Rollers up 3-0 on Denver here in the 4th inning. Jared Fleshman, sack fly. Lopez scores. Brian Gorst singles. Villarreal scores. It's 2-1. OKC takes the lead late in that game. That game's flying by. I guess they all are. Really low scoring here. We'll slow it down as we usually do once we hit the 7th. Jared Fleshman, sack fly. Lopez scores. Brian Gorst singles. Villarreal scores. It's 2-1. OKC takes the lead late in that game. That game's flying by. They all are really low scoring here. Slow it down as we usually do once we hit the 7th. Bases loaded, one out for Rochester, trying to break this game open. They have the hit advantage, 11-2, but it's still a 3-run game. And they get the big hit. Steve Hoffman doubles. He clears the bases. Aguiar, Shumate, and McIntosh score. It's 6-0 in that game. Rochester looking like they might get in the win column, but Carolina's been a late inning specialist. There's another one, so I don't know if they're going to come back from a 7-run deficit. Dave Schaefer doubles in Hoffman. Second and third with one out for San Antonio. In the top of the 8th, they trail by 1. It's going to bring in the closer for the Outlaws, Duenas, in the game. I think he's the closer. Brito singles, Garcia singles. Las Vegas now up 5-0. Get as many as you can. You never know when that Denver offense is going to explode. Nate Stutz' 2-run homer extends the KC lead. It's now 4-0 in that game, and the pitching has just shut Milwaukee down here for 2 straight games. Christian Laredo singles. Jason Bassett singles. The high rollers showing they are not ready to seed. Malley singles in 2 more. It's now 9-0. 3 outs left for the Chili's Picantes as they come up in the 9th, trailing by 1. Milwaukee gets on the board with a 2-run homer by Carl Perkins, so it's now 4-2 in that game. They're still batting here in the 7th, nobody out. Richmond singles, so now the tying run is going to come to the plate in Hosey. 3 outs left for the Chili's Picantes as they come up in the 9th, trailing by 1. Milwaukee gets on the board with a 2-run homer by... And it's a final. OKC holds on to the 2-1 victory, and they take the 2-1 series lead. Murzaki doubles in Webster, so the Reapers do get on the board and avoid the shutout, but they trail by 7 as we move to the 9th inning. Milwaukee has got the tying run on first. 2 outs. It's going to be a pitching change. Garcia's in for KC, and he gets the job done. Novoa strikes out looking. So 4-2 as we go to the 8th. Danny Rodriguez solo home run. It's 8-2. Travis Williams solo home run, so Denver avoids the shutout. It's now 9-1 in that game. All eyes in Milwaukee, though. See if they can avoid the 3-0 series deficit. They need 2 runs here. Kansas City's really shut them down so far. If Kansas City advances here, I think we're going to have to say that the Fire Conference top-seeded curse might be over after Virginia advanced last year and won the championship. I do want to kind of go back and look at the numbers and all that, though, and see exactly how many times. Maybe I overplay it, but I feel like the 1 seed has lost a lot historically. KC hangs on for the win, 4-2. Las Vegas and Rochester get victories as well to get back in those series. Quick save, and then we'll go on to Game 4. If I hear from all the GMs before, 10 p.m. tonight, we can finish up the series. If not, we'll go at 11 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. Save, and then we'll go on to game 4. If I hear from all the GMs before, 10 p.m. tonight, we can finish up the series. If not, we'll go at 11 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. San Antonio strikes early. Tasso scored on a passed ball. Marulanda doubles in Stroud, and then Donaldson singles in Marulanda. So 3-0 before OKC has a chance to bat. Chris McLeod doubles in McIntosh and Hoffman, and that's a 2-0 game in the second. And KC strikes first. Casey Schnakey singles in Schwartz. Schnakey's been pretty good so far in this series. Chris McLeod doubles in McIntosh and Hoffman, and that's a 2-0 game in the second. And KC strikes first. Casey Schnakey singles in Schwartz. Jorge Lopez hits a sac fly. Madrid scores. 3-1. OKC on the board. Rochester gets another. McIntosh doubles in Bass. It's now 3-0. And San Antonio responds to the one run by OKC with 2 of their own on the top half of the third. It's now 5-1. Huth doubles, Lothar singles. Rochester gets another. McIntosh doubles in Bass. It's now 3-0. San Antonio responds to the one run. Jeff Young is going to leave the game with an injury. Two more for Rochester. Justin Thomas, 2-run home run. It's now 5-0. Denver and Las Vegas scoreless as we move to the 5th inning. Matt, who pitched brilliantly in like game 6 or 7 for Las Vegas, so far keeping Denver off the board. Two-run homer for Ryan Sadler. Big insurance for KC. They now have a 3-run lead in the 5th. Two-run homer for Ryan Sadler. Big insurance for KC. They now have a 3-run lead in the 5th. Slusser home run for KC extends the lead. Second home run of the inning for the Scouts. It's now 4-0. Curtis Leggett singles in 2, and San Antonio starting to run away with game 3. Meanwhile, John Richmond with a ground out will score the first run of the game for Milwaukee, trying to avoid the sweep. They're down by 3 in the 6th. 2-run homer for Tony Mendiola gets the Reapers on the board in the 6th, and Jesus Madrid with a 3-run homer for the Outlaws. All of a sudden, that's a closer game. 7-4, they now trail against the Chiles Picantes. San Antonio responds again, though. Tasso singles in Kuro Iwa. Nobody out in that game. There's 2 on. And Marulanda, 3-run homer. So every time OKC scores, San Antonio seems to respond. That is a record. We've got a lot of records going down in this Divisional Championship Series so far. We'll have to check that out after the game. Meanwhile, Rochester pouring it on in Carolina, trying to even this series up late. I have to slow this down. I didn't even see where that Denver-Las Vegas game was at already. But Dave Schaefer doubles in Aguiar, team sac fly for Schaefer, and then McLeod singles in McIntosh. So 8-2. Denver strikes first in the 8th inning. Matt Baraleza singles in Oaks. It's now 1-0. Applying the pressure here on the high rollers to score with 6 outs left. strikes first in the 8th inning. Matt Baraleza singles in Oaks. It's now 1-0. Applying the pressure here on the high rollers to score with 6 outs left. Rick Lucas solo home run, 12th run of the game for the Chiles Picantes. On to the 9th we go in Denver. It's still 1-0 here. And that's not good. Jose Miranda gets his 4th hit of the game. A double that drives him Tassos. But he leaves the game with an injury. Hopefully it's not too serious. Hughes sacrifices Stroud. Lowther triples, and that game is a blowout. Two different guys with 4 hits there for San Antonio. And they're still going. 3 outs left for Milwaukee in their season. Let's see if they have any magic here in the 9th. They're down by 3. It's going to be pretty tough to come back from. Last out for the High Rollers in the 9th against Denver with Sheridan at the plate. That'll do it. Denver holds on to the 1-0 lead. They now have a 3-1 series lead. KC completes the sweep with a 4-1 victory over Milwaukee. They'll advance to the conference championship. OKC getting a pair of runs here in the 7th, but it's going to be too little too late. They're down 16-6. We'll speed this up. These games aren't close. Carolina down to their last few outs. And Rochester evens the series at 2 with an 8-2 victory. 17 runs now for San Antonio, matching Denver's Game 1 performance. And that's a final. San Antonio 17, OKC 6. Take a quick look at the record. Jose Marulanda ties the Fire Conference games record with runs with 4. Fortunately, he was injured. So is Jeff Young. We'll take a look at both real quick here. So, ooh, that's not good. Who knows when he'll be back? Question mark there. Marulanda, minimal 1 day, no big deal. So, 3-1 Denver advantage. Carolina, Rochester, OKC, San Antonio split at 2, and KC advances, waiting for the results of the OKC San Antonio series. Drop the file, drop an injury report, and I look forward to hearing from our last 6 GMs and see if we'll be continuing tonight.